wanna kick you in your face. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Took on and dig sheep with you, dickhead.
And welcome to episode 5 of Games Task. Today I am joined with Jamie.
Hi.
And I'm joined with Sonny.
Hi guys, your favourite Indian here.
You've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
I've been hammered so hard for my intro on the last episode, so I thought I've got to spice it up a little bit, and that is a pun intended because I am Indian and we like it spicy.
Well, hopefully no one's watching the video because you're going to get a lot of shit for your shirt.
No, hey, represented here. I'm missing out on a game here. I'd rather be on the poddy with you two.
There you go. It's well worth it. I mean, you would want to watch Liverpool.
Exactly. Win again. Watch him win again. What's the point?
We've got an interesting episode today. So we was talking about it in a group, and we watched a few. We was watching, just talking about series that we would watch, and that were computer games. So today we're going to be talking about movies, and we're going to be talking about series of games that were made into movies, or movies that were made into games, that kind of thing. So weirdly, we've had it's a tough. There's so many tough subjects to talk about. There's so many series out there, and weirdly, there's a lot that failed more than there is that are successful when it comes from gaming to movies and movies to gaming. I mean, I'll flat out use a good example of Max Payne.
No, that was mine.
It's not the worst, don't worry, it's not the worst, but Max Payne is a perfect example of how to get a perfect computer game and turn it into one of the shittest films ever made that had nothing to do with the game. It had nothing to do. It didn't even have the Max Payne voice. It was just more. Well, hey man, hey, it's good to see me into hips. Like, shut up, mate. You've ruined the Max Payne film. I was so excited for that. So I wanted to touch base on this and find out from you guys a few things. And if anybody's interested and you've got a series that we've missed or want to tell us, just say it in the comments below or send us a message. So we're going to go into an interesting one. So we'll start with, if you was going to have a film, any computer game, what would you like to turn into a film or a series? Any computer game that you liked. We'll go with you, Sonny.
Any computer game I liked.
Any computer game you like to turn
into a series.
Yeah.
See, I've done it the flip way round. I've gone a movie into a game.
Okay, we're going to do both.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what was it again? The TV show into
a film that you would like to be turned into a game.
A film I'd like to be turned into a game. Right. My favourite film of all time. I was really struggling with this one because I was saying to you earlier, Liam, that I was trying to reel off some sort of games or movies and realising that they've made a game about that, like Lion King, Aladdin. I mean, I was like, shit, they've made a game, they've done a game. So then I moved on. I was like, right, what's my favourite film of all time? I've not done any research on this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but Back to the Future, I'd love to turn that into a game where we could potentially go back into the future in the game and basically alter the course of the future, basically.
Okay.
To me, like, go back and say, okay, cool, let's kill a butterfly and Barack Obama was never president or something like that. I mean,
so it's Back to the Future Call of Duty style.
yeah, basically, yeah.
I'd like to go back and kill Hitler.
On those hit jobs, like maybe Hitler doesn't die. Just see how it plays out and see how it goes. It might be unpopular, but it would be interesting. But Back to the Future would be the movie that I would like to turn into a game.
So there is a Back to the Future game.
There you go, see, did do my research.
There is quite a few. There's 2 on the Nintendo. I'm pretty sure there's one on the Amiga as well. So you've got Back to the Future, one of the worst games I've ever played. And then they had Back to the Future Trilogy, where they had a cowboy level where you run on a horse, and it was crap. And then Back to the Future was awful. Like, you were throwing milkshakes in a cafe at the bar person, and it was shit. But there is a really, really good Back to the Future game, which is the Telltale series. And it's basically just a whole new Back to the Future film. Like a whole series. And it's brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah, Telltale. So if anyone hasn't played it, Telltale series, Back to the Future. And there is actually a game where you can change the course of history. So you can, and then see how it pans out, and it's quite new. I believe it's quite new. So if you sit there and you say, "I tell you what, I'm going to get the moon to spin twice as fast in 2025 and see what happens," and you just slowly watch the Earth get sucked into a black hole, and you can do all sorts. If Hitler died, what's the outcome? And it shows you that the Nazis took over everything and everybody was under one control and the whole Big Brother theory. And it's got all sorts. You can just change things. If Genghis Khan carried on doing what he was doing, or if the Roman Empire took over, there's a game that there's no graphics to it. It just generates it and tells you it's like an AI chat.
Yeah.
And it tells you. So there is a game like that as well. Yeah.
So, my answer's null and void then, guys. Yeah. Come back next week for the actual answer.
What about you, Jamie? A film you would like to be a game?
I got a few. But I'll start with this one. Inception.
Wow.
Ooh.
Shit.
Yes.
That would be really good.
I don't know how it would work. I don't know what the whole point of the game would be. I just think that if someone could do that into a game, it'd be amazing.
That is a good call. Like, shit, I didn't even think about that at all. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just do it to the dream world. I mean, yeah, that's genius.
Yeah.
Genius. Well done. Yeah. I can't say anything else about that. That's just perfect. That's a perfect answer. Well done.
I'm trying to think if there is like a dream game or something.
There's a few dream games.
There.
There's quite a few dream games.
Where you probably drop into a game or drop into a dream, sorry.
Yeah, there was that Lost Odyssey. Limbo. I believe Limbo was a dream.
Yeah, I love Limbo.
Limbo was great. Limbo was fantastic. I believe that was a kid stuck in a nightmare. And then you've got Little Nightmares, but I'm not sure if it's a dream. So there is games where you go to a dream, but nothing like Inception. I mean, imagine like the path.
I would be mad.
Mate, it would be so good.
I'd be absolutely mad.
Yeah. Quality. What's the other ones you got?
Well, I thought maybe for a retro game you could have Running Man.
Oh my god.
Do you know?
He's doing good.
I thought that'd be cool.
He's doing good. He's doing good.
Underworld, vampires and werewolves. That could be explored for hours and hours, and all the lore that comes with it. And then I thought John Wick, but would it be like Duke Nukem?
Yeah, your classic.
Hitman.
Yeah,
kind of style in tip.
It's quite easy to do John Wick, isn't it? It's a good film. It's a good film, but the game would be. No, I mean I've got John Wick on Fortnite. Special. I think I've got John Wick on Fortnite, and I like playing as John Wick.
On what was it?
On Fortnite. On Fortnite.
What's that?
I've got Darth Vader. I always do well with Darth Vader.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
or Joker.
I think Inception wins that one.
Definitely, good shout.
I would love to see GTA Vice City in a series. I would love to see it. I mean, an old 80s retro gangster, but there's loads out there, isn't there? So I was like, no, maybe it wouldn't do too well.
Well, that's the other way around, isn't it? That's a game into a movie, not a movie into a game.
Oh, yeah. So we're doing film into a game, aren't we? My apologies. Yeah. So, okay, we'll switch it around. So the film into a game, I would really like... Oh, fucking hell. I would really like to see another Street Fighter done properly.
Yeah.
I would really, really like to see a Street Fighter. I mean, I'm actually a fan of the Van Damme one. Not too much of a fan.
It's a top film.
I know, but I would love to have... I mean, there's the anime, which is pretty good. But nothing to what I expected Street Fighter to be. And, yeah, I would love to see a Street...
Like a Mortal Kombat. They redid Mortal Kombat.
That's a game into a film, though, isn't it? That's a game into a film. Right, fucking hell. I tell you what, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I would love to see that in a game. No, the Clint Eastwood cowboy.
Yeah, it's Red Dead.
Fucking
yeah,
hell,
it is. Yeah. It's Red Dead, yeah.
It's Red Dead, yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Sake.
Jamie, would you like to take over the podcast for us?
I've done it the complete opposite way. I've completely balls that up.
Do you know what's funny about it as well is that Liam's actually hammered us about these questions in the group as well. And it looks like only me and Jamie have actually read the questions.
I know.
He's a new dad. He's got a lot on.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so many. I mean, I'll tell you what. I would like to see Good Omens. The Terry Pratchett. Series. I would like to see. That's the only one I can think of that I would love to see as a game. I mean, could
you imagine a whole Discworld?
There is Discworld
of
Discworld
games.
Yeah, you can get Discworld. Discworld is out on the PlayStation, yeah, and it's brilliant. You're Rincewind, and you go to the librarian. There's the monkey, and then there's the suitcase that bites.
Sorry, chaps, I'm gonna have to duck out. There's something I've got to do.
Yeah, you can play. You can play the entire Discworld series on PlayStation. It's wicked. It's the same as the books. But if you read the books, you'll be able to complete the game quite fast. But it's a point and click.
Yeah.
But it's really good, really good. And it's got the speech. The guy who plays Rincewind is Eric out of Monty Python. Eric Idle.
Really?
Yeah. And you've got Rick Mail in it. You've got both guys from
R.I.P.
Mate. Yeah. So it's brilliant. The Discworld games are brilliant. So
just a side note, did you know where Rick Mail was supposed to play Peeves in Harry Potter?
Release the footage. The footage is there. He did an interview and he said it's the most money he's ever made, and he wasn't even in it. Wow.
Love it.
Release the footage.
Let's do the game to like to be a film. Vice City. Have you ever played Vice? GTA. I would love to see GTA Vice City. But
any of them.
Mostly, I would like to see Call of Duty. A Call of Duty series by a fucking long shot. I mean, I only play Call of Duty for the campaigns. I've completed every campaign. I would love to see a World War II one, like the old classics. I would love to see a modern one. There's so much they could do, and I would sit there and watch it. I mean, Captain Price, you can watch him all day.
Yeah.
All day long. So yeah, what about you, Jamie? Game you'd like to be a film?
I had both GTA and Call of Duty on my list. I've also got on there Skyrim.
Wow.
Ooh.
He's done his research. That would be...
Skyrim's my favourite game of all time.
Yeah.
And that into a movie, it'd be awesome.
It would be good. That would be so good.
If they did it right.
Yeah, they need to have the music. They need to have the same music. They need to have the same screams. They need to have the same armor. They need to have everything to a T. But if they did it to a T, I could sit there and watch it all day. Not even batter an eyelid.
It might even be better as a series than a film.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would like one more. I forgot to add on was I'd like to see Warhammer. Do you know the Space Marines?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I was going to say Warcraft.
No. So yeah, space.
That's what I was thinking. Warcraft. They did a Warcraft, didn't they?
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that film as well.
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into Warcraft. We will.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously it's going to be on one of my lists. But Sonny, what would you choose? A game to be a film?
Again, a bit of research. I've tried. I'm hoping it's not out there. But there's a lot of games like films and series that are quite similar to it, and they'll have to be Metal Gear Solid.
See, there is. Technically, it's not Metal Gear Solid. Technically, Solid Snake was based on Snake Plissken in, I believe, Fight for New York.
Okay.
With Kurt Russell. It was Kurt Russell in Fight for New York, and he's Snake Plissken, and Solid Snake is based on Snake Plissken from Fight for New York.
Right. Okay.
So it's technically
as a game though.
No, but as a game, no, not at all. Not at all. Yeah. It's just based on a character. So technically, yeah, you're right. But Metal Gear Solid would be fantastic. I mean,
yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I
remember playing that with my boys growing up, and then I mean that turned into a show. Would be just be our dreams just come to life basically, and we don't have to hold a controller in our hand.
Mate, exactly. I mean, even if it'd be good if they made it a little bit interactive as well. Do you know, like when the game and you had to take the memory card out and switch it in the other because he was reading your memory card. He was like, I see, you like a lot of FIFA. And you're like, oh, the fuck does he know that? He's just like sitting there going, I see you're a champion at Tekken. Yeah, whoa, where's he doing? And then he's just reading my memory card, so I took it out. He's like, I can't read what you're doing now. Genius, absolutely genius. So if at the moment then, so as we're talking about that, I mean, your favourite, no, we'll go for the worst computer game film. What's that we used to make if you want? Worst computer game film.
Hands down, it's a very good game. I have to say, I enjoyed it. It might be up for a debate, but I enjoyed the game. But the film absolutely destroyed me. Probably similar to Max Payne. It's Uncharted.
Yeah. Terrible.
Absolutely ruined it. Like, the trailer was phenomenal. I thought, here we go. We've got a proper film coming here. Tom Holland. I thought he's going to smash it. Nah. Stick to Spider-Man, pal.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't even watch the films.
No, I was a big fan of the Uncharted games. I've completed all the Uncharted games.
Yeah,
and,
the games are good.
Yeah, and
Games are good.
Yeah, fantastic. And then now I don't even think about the games because the film's ruined it.
Yeah,
it's completely ruined the series for me and the franchise. And yeah, it's a really good call. Really, really good call.
I remember I even spent the money on buying all of the Uncharted because there's like a special offer on PlayStation Network. We could buy all the games for X amount of pounds. I thought, yeah, fuck it, I'll have all that. But so, yeah, similar to you, Liam, I watched the film. It's just absolutely ruined it for me.
Yeah, it did. It's the same with Max Payne. The Max Payne, it's destroyed Max Payne as well.
But they could have been really good films.
Yeah. I don't understand why they do that. I don't understand why they make a game. Just use the game. It's there.
Exactly. The blueprint's there. The script, everything is there.
Exactly.
Just copy it.
Yeah,
put it on the big screen. That's all you got to do.
Exactly. And like Mario's a good example. I mean, the Mario, the cartoon Mario, it's the same as a game. So, but we'll go into it. So, Jamie, your worst video game.
Well, I had Max Payne.
Yeah.
For my worst gated movie, but you took that off me. So I had a B list, and on the B list was the original Mario film with is it Bob Hoskins?
Yeah,
I love that.
You've just took that off me. So now I'm going to have to go.
I was talking about the CGI Mario.
All right, I'm going to have to go with Tomb Raider then, with Angelina Jolie.
The worst.
I didn't like it. I loved Tomb Raider. Didn't like that.
Yeah, I agree. Shit, it was awful. Yeah,
got to disagree there. It was a good film.
Do you like it?
Good film. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, Lara Croft, Angelina Jolie, tight pants.
She was the best person to be Lara Croft.
Exactly.
He looked like her.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I've not watched the new one. I've not watched any of the new ones. But again, for that reason that I didn't like the first Tomb Raider films. I thought they were shit.
You got to remember, this Tomb Raider film came out when we had dial-up. That's all I'll say.
I think I did have it. I had it on VHS.
We didn't have dial-up, so there's only one way out.
So, I mean, the worst movie that was a game was Rampage. Did any of you guys watch Rampage with The Rock?
With the giant monkey?
Yeah.
Me and William love that film.
No.
It's so crap, it's good.
It's got nothing to do with the game at all. Like,
no.
But it's so crap, it's good.
No, it was so bad. It was bad. Like, it was just bad.
I think Jamie's got a point there. Is it that bad that it's good?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is. I mean, Street
Sign
Fighter...
language, albino monkey. What's not to like?
I've got a few games that I thought were bad movies, and Street Fighter, the movie Van Damme, was that bad. It was good. Now, that's a good example. It was that bad. It was brilliant. I mean, Blanca, who was expecting to see this massive, bulking, muscly, angry but it was just the bloke that they pulled off the street with a big orange wig on, and they spray painted him green, and he spoke.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. When he spoke, threw me off.
Yeah, and then the Mario films were that bad with Bob Hoskins. They were good. I mean, the Goombas. Why did they make the Goombas giant with small legs? It was fucking...
Well, with those two films, it had that sort of 80s, 90s spin on it, which kind of made it good.
Yeah.
With Rampage, it's like they've got the money, they've got the big actors where they could have delivered a really good film.
Yeah.
But like, like Jamie said, it's just like a sign language albino gorilla. It's like,
What's not to like?
what's not to like?
And then there was Quake. Did you ever watch Quake?
No.
Oh, actually, it was Doom.
No.
Doom, sorry, Doom. I always get
Doom.
So Doom was shit, right? But for 1 minute, they had the gun like they did in the game for 1 minute in the whole film. Just that was the only reference to the fucking game. Was they had it as a first person and they ran around with a gun, and I loved that 1 minute bit, and that's the only bit of the film that I liked. The rest of it can go in the bin. So I hated it, absolutely hated it, and I was pissed off because again, you've got the script, you've got it in front of you, the game's perfect, you don't need to just ruin it. So
Seems right, really. You only like 1 minute of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to read off some video games, films that turn into games. See if you can remember any of these. So, Alone in the Dark, Christian Slater. Did you ever watch that? It's not a bad film.
Remember the game?
Yeah, I remember the game. House of the Dead. Did you know it was a game? Oh, no, I know it was a game, but did you know it was a film? Because I didn't. I didn't know it was based on the game. So there is a Street Fighter game, The Legend of Chun-Li. Did you ever? It's shit.
There's not a film about that.
There is The Legend of Chun-Li. It is, yeah. So Blood Rain. You ever played that? That was kind of like Underworld. It was on the PlayStation. It was a woman with red hair, but in this film she had brown hair and completely fucked it. There's so many Mortal Kombat films I can ring off loads. But the new Mortal Kombat was wicked.
I thought that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the recent one. The others I wasn't a fan of, but the original, the new one's great with Kano and that. Silent Hill, great film, really really good. Stuck to the game. That was good.
Stuck to the blueprint.
Yeah, they did. And Borderlands. Did you ever watch Borderlands yet? That's the new one. That's just come out.
No, is that with is Kevin Hart in that or something?
Yeah.
As well. No, I've not seen that yet. No.
I've not heard anything good about that. I wanted to watch it, but everyone I've spoke to who's seen it said it was rubbish.
It did only get 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is quite bad.
Even Kevin Hart couldn't save that.
No. No. Hitman. I hated the Hitman film. They did a terrible job.
Yeah, they did.
They picked the wrong actor for it. I don't know if you guys would have known this. There's a game called Going Postal. Did you ever play Going Postal?
Know the film.
It's just about a guy who gets a shopping list from his missus, and then you go to shop, and then you just go on a killing spree. Really good. But they made a film out of it, and it did do too well. Freddie Prinze Jr. was in the film Wing Commander that was on the SNES. Did anyone know that?
Didn't.
No, see? Yeah, there's loads. Obviously, Pokemon's always going to be up there.
Can I just honourable mention the latest Pokemon, Detective Pikachu?
It's shit.
That was I loved it.
Did you?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Purely because they've spent the money on it, and it felt like I was actually in.
The thing is, if they didn't put Ryan Reynolds in it, I would have loved it. It was a perfect Pokemon film. But then why put Ryan Reynolds in it?
What's wrong with Ryan Reynolds?
It's just that he shouldn't be Pikachu. Not Pikachu. Pikachu just says Pikachu. Just Pika Pika.
Give me one actor who could have played Pikachu then.
Anyone. Just say Pika Pika. Turn your high pitch up.
Nah, he's come on.
Come on, Jamie.
Is Pikachu talk in that film?
Yeah, it's Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
I haven't watched it.
No, and it's Ryan Reynolds. It's Ryan Reynolds doing like a. Well, I don't even know how to do that. You're like, oh, fuck off.
Pika.
So, yeah. Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Obviously, the Resident Evil films, they were good, but they started getting shit.
What was that? What was her name? The actress.
Mila Jovovich.
There she is.
There she
That
is.
the one from Fifth Element, that one.
Yeah. Need for Speed. I've never watched them. That's a weird one. And then we'll just do one more honourable mention. Prince of Persia. Great film.
Dead.
That should have been such a good film.
It was dead.
Do you
It's
think?
horrible.
I really enjoyed it.
Horrible.
It stuck to the.
Nah, it wasn't good. It should have been.
Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah, it stuck to the story. But it was the story of the latest game and not the older games. I think that's where people got pissed off. Because it was all about Dark Demons, and that was in the last game. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, and the Final Fantasy VII film I thought were fantastic as well. Just what I've mentioned them. I'm not a fan of the Sonic films either.
I had that on my list as honorable mention. I've got one more, but it's not actually out yet. But I think it's going to be fucking awesome. It's Minecraft next year.
Really?
Oh,
I'm proper looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. You know, the trailer, but it might be a setup. It might be Uncharted. It might just set me up so nicely on the trailer and just absolutely destroy me. But me and my lad, we've got quite a close affection to Minecraft, so I'm hoping it plays off.
Yeah, I mean, it's Minecraft. They're going to put a lot of money into it. I don't see how they can make it bad. However, if you play, I mean, Minecraft was a great game, but if you play that, I can't remember, it was Minecraft Stories or whatever it's called. It was really bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad. So if it's going to be like the film,
we bought him the Dungeons game, which I enjoyed. He didn't take to it, but yeah, the Dungeons version of Minecraft was really good.
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
But it's got Jack Black in.
Oh, I hate Jack Black. Oh, why is he in that? He's in everything.
Do you reckon it's killed his career?
Mate, he's in everything. He needs to fuck off. I'm sick of it. He's in every single fucking film that I want to watch and like. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I'm not even getting into it. I'm not. I can sit here minding it. They wanted to put him in Star Wars and like. Did you know he was actually might have been in Lord of the Rings as well? Like, Jack Black in Lord of the Rings. Fuck.
I tell you what, he wasn't in that School of Cock. I didn't see him in that.
School of Cock.
I must have got a dodgy copy, but I didn't see him.
He wasn't looking hard enough.
So we'll go into computer game series. So there has been a bunch of come out, loads, and what do you think about them, and what's your worst? What series has come out that you didn't like? A computer game based series. I mean, I'll start you off. Twisted Metal. I was a big fan of Twisted Metal on the PlayStation. Twisted Metal World Tour was brilliant, and it's again. But the series that they brought out, I mean, they've stuck to the story. I mean, I'll give them that. But it's just.
I've not seen it.
No, I mean, you might like.
I can only think of good ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bad ones. I mean, the Knuckles series. Fucking
terrible. Yeah, no, that's on my list.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I think the latest Pokemon series. They just keep manufacturing Pokemons out of like household objects. The latest Pokemon, like give me like Johto, those kind of times. The early Pokemon TV series, I'm happy with.
Yeah.
But they're coming out with like Scyther that's been like manufactured and worked on in a lab and turned into a Pokemon, and just these. I go on Netflix and just search Pokemon, and I can't find the one I want because it's just so like diluted with absolute garbage.
How many Pokemon was there in the original series? Can you remember? He does the song at the end of each show.
150, 52 or 51.
Oh, it might be 151 because Mew was 150 and Mew 2 was 151.
Yeah,
but now there's about 700.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It's crap.
Yeah, but the originals were good. And I'd stick to the originals. I mean, the worst series, again, there's quite a lot of worst. There's some coming out. I mean, what's your worst series, son? Is it the Pokemon stuff?
The Pokemon series, yeah. I'm adamant. It's like I grew up with the original Pokemon, and then it obviously evolved as it goes, and it's like it's just so diluting it now. It's like, how else can we make? Like, fair enough, bring out the game, bring out the Pokemon, but they're like saying, how can we make more money off it now? How can we make another TV show? How can we spin a story off this?
Yeah. I agree. It's a good call.
Yeah.
Jamie, you said you couldn't find a worst series.
One that I'd seen, other than Pokemon.
Okay.
But I didn't do that because Pokemon was a series before it was a game. So
was it?
That's why I did. Yeah.
Oh yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
So that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't include it. I could only, of the ones I've seen, I've only seen good ones.
So what are you? We'll go. Okay, you start. And what's the good one? Your best series.
All Out.
Ooh.
I literally just finished it the other week.
It's brilliant.
It was good. It was really good. It's not the best to me. It was good. The Witcher for me.
Oh, what? Yo,
The Witcher.
I'm putting that down now.
I struggled to get into it, but
Wow.
once I got into it, I enjoyed it.
The Witcher was brilliant.
Once I figured out that they were doing flashback scenes, once I'd figured that out,
Well, that's
which was about 3 episodes into it.
well, this started at the end,
3
didn't it?
series in.
It was the first series was that there was at the end of the first season, and he went to the beginning. So they played
Yeah.
it over back to front, which is clever. I mean, I agree. At first, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" But then when you got into it, The Witcher was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. I don't think you can question it. I don't know. I don't.
I think you can now. Cavill left, didn't he? Because
He
they weren't
has.
sticking to the source material, and so he said, "Well, if you're not going to do it properly, I'm leaving." So he left, and now it's Thor's brother. I
Right?
think.
Is it Rise Larson?
No, I think it's Thor's.
Loki.
No, in real life,
Oh, you're joking.
the guy who plays Thor, his brother in real life is
I know
also
who
an
you
actor.
mean.
He goes out. He goes out with what's it? Miley Cyrus.
I don't think he does anymore.
No. So he was going to play Rise Larson, who I was like, okay, I can accept that. He's brilliant, and it's not. What's his Hemsworth? What's his name?
Yeah, it's not Chris
It's
Hemsworth.
not Chris Hemsworth.
The other shit one. That's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah, fuck that. No,
Liam. It's Liam.
It's Liam.
It's Liam Hemsworth.
No, you can fuck off. That's no. I'm just going to stay The Witcher now. Ask me when that's out. I'm going to say
We'll do the anniversary episode next year, and we'll see what you say.
yeah. And if I was going to take The Witcher off, I mean, there's Halo or there's what is it?
Halo. I've only seen the trailers for Halo, but
Right.
it looks really good.
Oh, it's fucking unbelievable. First season's slow. Second season, out this world. Fantastic.
Yeah.
The Last of Us as well. I mean,
Oh, Liam, I knew you was going to
Yeah.
say that.
yeah, Last of Us as well. Great. Fantastic. Go on, Jay. What's your best series? Best game series?
I've just said
You said
Fallout.
Fallout. Sorry, it's you, Sonny, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's me. It's just took it off me. Last of Us. But it goes back to that point. It goes back to that point of stick to the script. There's a blueprint there. Deviate slightly. Don't go too far off.
Yeah.
Like you did with Game of Thrones and stuff like that. They went way far off it, but stick to the script. It's pretty much a carbon copy of the first couple of episodes. Then it's like, right, let's go do our own thing now. Let's put a little bit of a spin on it. Let's expand this universe a little bit more. And it was Last of Us. It had me and my wife gripped, like from episode 1.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And then I got to play the game a little bit as well.
And the
It's
game's
like it was
fantastic.
like a free, it's like a free download on PSN. So I was like, yeah, just get this. Let's have a little play. And it's not too different to the actual show, is that? So no,
Yeah.
it's
And
all right, isn't it?
I love the intro because the intro was the same as the game.
Yeah.
I thought it was perfect. Yeah, it's fantastic.
The guy who voiced Joel in the game actually has a role in the
In
series.
the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
The one thing I didn't like was Ron Swanson. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I didn't mind the gay episode. I mean, I thought it was clever, but it was Ron Swanson, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, I couldn't cope with it.
What?
Yeah, the gay episode.
what? Because of Parks and Recs.
Yeah. The gay guy was Ron Swanson, and I was like,
If he
oh.
ever plays anything but Ron Swanson, it just don't feel right.
No, I thought. I mean, I'm definitely, obviously not a homophobe, as you know, Liam. But it was
Because you know Liam.
because, as you know, Liam. But no, I think those two delivered it perfectly, and I think Ron Swanson was the right call for that.
Oh, it was good. It was good. It
It
was
the right
really,
call.
really good.
It might have ruined it for you, but no, it was the right call. for
I
me.
was just expecting him to pick up some bacon and a big plate of meat,
Yeah.
and then make a chair, which he kind
Chuck
of
it in the
did. He kind of did. So we'll go to it. The last question is your best game movie. Warcraft, all day long. I mean, again, massive World of Warcraft fan. I'll fucking blag it out all day long. World of Warcraft was, to me, was perfect, and a lot of people gave it shit, but it was. They had Stormwind in there, which looked like Stormwind. They had the Horde city. I never know what it's called. Ogrimmar, and it was perfect. Even the little hut. I tell you what, they were that specific. They even got the swords right and the armor right, and even the village roofs. They even had Goldshire, which is just a tiny little pub and a little building, and they had that, and it looked exactly the same. It was, and I could sit there. I've got goosebumps talking about how good that was. The orcs looked fantastic. The trolls looked fantastic. The graphics were fantastic. The music was good. It had the guy who played, what was it? Him in Vikings, Ragnar. So they had the best human character. The bad guys, but you didn't expect the bad guys to die in ways that they did, and you didn't expect the good guys to die in ways. It was just like a Game of Thrones, but Warcraft, and they nailed it in all day long. And they had the music.
I don't know why they didn't bring another one out, because
No.
I'm with you on that. That was for me, that was the best game into a movie.
Yeah, by a long shot. They fucking nailed it in every way possible. They nailed it. It was perfect. Like, I can't question it. I've even tried to nitpick it for this episode to say, oh yeah, they did miss them. But they even had, so if you play the game and you level 11, pardon me, there was a quest called Kill Hogger. It's your first boss that you have to play. They even had the sign in the background going, wanted Hogger. Yeah, fucking look at that! Like they've like that's like it's only specific to World of Warcraft players, and people won't understand it. But there was so many Easter eggs in it. I could watch it all day, every day. Nailed it, brilliant. What was yours, Jen? Was yours Warcraft as well?
I had a backup because I thought you might pick that, and my backup was the new Mario film with Jack Black.
Mine.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. It had Charlie from Always Sunny as well as Mario, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was he Luigi?
No, he wasn't Mario. He was Luigi.
It was Luigi, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mario was
Parks and
Star-Lord.
Rec. Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Yes.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Shit. I watched it and I didn't think it was Chris Pratt.
To be fair, it doesn't actually sound like him. That's probably why
it doesn't.
probably threw you off. It doesn't actually sound like him.
That's
Probably
amazing.
should have gone with Ryan Reynolds, shouldn't they? Really?
But that's amazing. But yeah, I agree. They stuck to the script. It's exactly what Mario is. It had all the Mario pipes. It wasn't Bob Hoskins. And I mean, that Big Bertha thing was just fucking outrageous. Yeah, I mean, I still can't go. I still to this day talk about it. Like, do you know the big black singer in Mario, the Bob Hoskins one?
Yeah.
She's supposed to be, do you know what I mean? The one where they're like jumping around with those super packs that they've got on the feet.
Yeah.
So the big black woman, Big Bertha, she's supposed to be the fish that jumps out on the game.
What?
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is. That fish in Mario is called Big Bertha. She's supposed to be that fish. Google it. Yeah, they ruined that. So come on, Sonny. Best game movie.
So mine was, before Jamie stole it, was the latest Mario film. And I'll go on to my other one. But just to go back to the Mario, it was purely because of the music, the little details, the tiny little details that people didn't pick up on. Yeah, little things like that. I mean, and it was the first film I took my lad to go watch after we played a lot of Mario on Nintendo. We went to that's the first movie he's seen in the cinema. He absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was just like it did it justice. Went to the blueprint, did what it had to do, but it also delivered for the people, like nostalgia wise. Like, here's a little tune from the game. Here's this little thing. Look, remember this little thing? Yeah, that's from the game as well. And I mean, stuff like that. My second one, yeah. My second one was my backup, shall I say, is the original Street Fighter with Van Damme.
That's amazing.
Seriously, because it just like even now I've not watched it in ages, but when I think back to it again, it just pulls on those sort of heartstrings, the nostalgia of Van Damme. I mean, in his prime, movie prime, shall I say, coming out with all sorts, and then he brings out Street Fighter. It was just, and it had that, like I say, 80s, 90s Hollywood shine on it. It was shit, but it was good. It was so good. I remember watching it with my cousins. It was just so good.
I mean, you had Guile, who was American, but it was Van Damme with an Austrian accent. Weird. But Guile's the ultimate American. You had Ken, who had black hair. And it was just didn't look like him at all. Ryu was fine, I guess. It was just a bloke in a karate costume who put a red band around his head. Blanca was just a piss take. I mean, that was stupid. E Honda was Hawaiian. even though he's Japanese sumo,
Yeah.
but they made him Hawaiian.
Who did Kylie Minogue play?
Cammy. She was supposed to be English, but she had an Australian accent. Chun-Li was right. I mean, and Bison was perfect. And Sagat was good as well. So yeah, I mean, have you played the Street Fighter 2? Well, the Street Fighter movie game.
Not the movie game, no.
Yeah, same as Street Fighter, but literally just like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. So yeah, that was our movie episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Jamie, have you got anything else to say?
I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah, go.
If you could turn something into a series, a game, a TV series into a game, what would it be? Not a film, a TV series.
TV series into a game.
I've got one, and I just think it'd make such a good game because each one would be a different level. Quantum Leap.
Oh my god, that would be well good.
How good a game would that be?
That would be amazing. I mean, Quantum Leap was so good as well. So like
The remake wasn't good.
No. Oh, the remake was. I didn't even finish the first episode.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I thought it was terrible. But I mean, if you pick that old Quantum Leap and you know, like you're Sam, and then you just what was Sam? Sam was it wasn't he? What was his name? Was it Sam?
Yeah, Sam Becker.
Yeah, Sam Becker. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's clever.
I think that'd be a really good game.
Inception and Quantum Leap as games.
Come out with this. Come out. I think Jamie's won this one.
I think
Studied.
he's won this one.
A studied boys.
Yeah, Quantum Leap's a wild good one. I mean, I'd like to see Breaking Bad.
Yes.
How good would Breaking Bad game?
Brilliant.
Game of Thrones, but would that just be Skyrim?
Game of Thrones.
There is a Game of Thrones game. There's two actually, and there's a new Game of Thrones game coming out, which is an open world Game of Thrones.
That might be good.
Yeah, and it's the story just after Jon Snow and everything. Well, that should be quite good.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the new series for Game of Thrones continues after the game, so you have to get the game. And then what is it? Dune as well. I'd like to see Dune in a game, but that's coming out soon as well. Yeah, Dune would be wicked. But no, as a series, Breaking Bad. I mean, there's so much you could do with it. I don't know if you played Scarface on the Wii. Weirdly, Scarface was fantastic. In Scarface, do you know when he sits there and goes, "Hello to my little friend," and starts shooting, and then he dies. In that bit, you don't die. You continue.
Oh.
You continue as Scarface, and then you build the empire. But you've lost your whole empire because they've shot it up and took it off you. So you have to build it back up. And I was like, "That's genius!
That's brilliant."
Yeah, it's absolutely genius. And then it does flashbacks of him being in the war and what he did in Colombia as well.
So you get a bit more context on that.
Yeah, it's what would happen if Scarface didn't die, and the history of I just call him Scarface. I never know his name. I always forget, even though I watched the film about 100
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana. Yeah, I've seen it about 100
Robert
times.
De Niro.
No, it's Al Pacino.
So yeah, no, cool. What about you, Sonny? A series? It's a good question, actually.
You took both of mine off me, but my favourite series at the minute, and if they deliver it right, it'll probably take over Breaking Bad, is Stranger Things. I think they could do a lot with that. You know, with the underworld.
Weirdly, I know that there is a Stranger Things game coming out because my friend's working on it.
I know there's a mobile game, but I've not heard this one. What's this one about?
I can't tell you.
Tell me tomorrow.
There's a game coming out.
Is this also my friend?
It is also your friend.
Right.
Soon to be my friend. Yeah.
Anymore.
We won't get into that, but or maybe we should.
Is it Robbo?
No. Trying
Is
to
it
find
Brett?
out.
Is that why he's not here?
Brent can't rub two stones together. I'm joking.
Yeah, he only learned
how
how to turn his laptop on 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Bless him. So that was our movie episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Jamie, have you got anything to say before we go?
No, I am saving what I've got for the Halloween special, Liam.
A Halloween special, which will be released. Wait, it'll be released when this is released. So we've got some nice stuff. What about you, Sonny? Anything before we go?
Nothing really. I think it was a good episode. I think probably the shout out was obviously the Inception game, Jamie. That's just blew me out the water.
It has.
What a film and what a game it could be.
It's thrown me off the whole episode.
Yeah,
because I've been thinking about
You
it.
could just thinking back, like, how could they do that? How could they
It
do
really
that?
has.
And then the with Yuli and with Witcher. Oh, what a series! What a series! But like James said, it's going to be a shame now. We've got Liam Hemsworth doing it instead of, Henry Cavill. But it's that was a good one.
Henry Cavill's going into the Warhammer series, though. There's going to be a Space Marine Warhammer 40k series coming out.
There you go.
And he is, we don't know who he is yet, but he's working with them, and because he's a massive Warhammer player, but he's making a series with them. So that's fucking going to be outstanding. But yeah, I mean, for us, all I want to say is thank you to everybody who's watched and listened. And again, we've got another episode coming out after this, so please listen. And I hope you enjoy the episodes. Like and share. Hit that subscribe button, and we hope you enjoy the episodes that we're doing. I'm doing currently the quest for the greatest arcade game. I've currently played about 16, and I've probably got, I think I'm 100 and I think it's 1,500 games I've got to get through. So I've got, my Sundays are just playing arcade games at the moment. Yeah. So,
Feel for you, mate.
Mate, honestly, I've found some games that I fell in love with, like completely. Asteroids.
Oh yeah,
love it. Absolutely love it. I've been playing it loads. I love it.
Game into a movie, Metroid.
Oh my
Metroid,
God. The whole Samus story would be fucking phenomenal. Like, I tell you what, I say this and I say it, one of the best gaming moments in history was when she took off a helmet and everyone went, "She's a woman!" Like, no one could fathom that there was a woman that could be a hero. It was fucking brilliant. Like I remember everyone complaining about it because back in the day everyone was sexist and racist, weren't they?
Yeah,
just everyone was. And she was. It was for her. All the men kicked off saying, "Oh, a woman shouldn't be Samus. Like she shouldn't. A woman should be here." But Samus, brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. So check us out anyway, and I hope you enjoyed the episode, and see you in the Halloween special.
You wanna kick you in your face, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Chug on and dig sheep with you, dickhead.
Zippy.